Hello, ladies and gentlemen out there, and my fans and friends. My name is Dr. Hilary Chefu. I'm your anchor man, I'm your lawyer, I'm your marriage counselor, and also your friend. I welcome you to my page titled Marriage and Divorce, where we discuss issues of marriage, where we discuss issues of divorce, and issues affecting the welfare of our children. Yes, today there's quite an interesting thing I want to look at today, and I titled it Marriage versus Domestic Violence, or Domestic Violence versus Marriage. We want to also look at what is domestic violence. Domestic violence is any form of attack on another person or a members of the household. When we say attack, it could be physical attack where you use weapons, knives, or belts or anything to hit the other spouse, causing pain. You see, it may also be that you did not beat the person physically, did not use knife or dagger, you did not use any instrument or weapon or iron to hit the person, but you are you are bad mouthed. You say something so painful to the spirit of your spouse. You say something so annoying. In fact, you abuse your spouse, you talk to your spouse, you talk her down, talk him down, you insult him or her, and at times you even stalk. That is talking, following about your spouse about, monitoring your spouse, monitoring the telephone calls or the WhatsApp calls of your spouse in order to find fault, making your spouse emotionally unstable, making your spouse emotionally troubled and worried. All these are domestic violence. So domestic violence is not only when you use your hand to hit somebody or when you use an instrument to flog somebody, but when you give somebody a treatment, a maltreatment that make the person's spirit to feel bad, that make the person to feel emotionally devastated, that make the person to feel threatened and unwanted, and make the person to be in pain and thinking and agony and anguish. You are already creating domestic violence. So now, you know, this domestic violence is a very serious offense under international law and under Nigerian law legal system. A domestic violence may occur in different ways. It may be that you cause grievous body harm. That is to say, you inflicted injuries, great wounds, and inflicted marks and scars on the body of your spouse, on the body of your husband, or on the body of your wife, or on the body of your children, or the body of members of your household. That is domestic. All those are physical harm, inflicting injuries. They call them grievous body harm, grievous bodily harm, which if you are arrested and you are tried and convicted, you will go to 14 years imprisonment. Do you understand that now? It will attract 14 years imprisonment. There is also another aspect that you did not injure the person physically, but you attempted to murder the person. Attempted murder. That is to say, you in fact you were beating the spouse with cutlass. You are using cutlass, using weapon of destruction, and using a weapon that can cause death. Maybe you even stabbed with knife, or you stab your wife or your husband with a sharp object that can kill. That is attempted murder. And your partner began to bleed, your son began to bleed, your children began to bleed in the process of your using that weapon, or a members of your household begins to bleed. As you use it, they begin to bleed. He or she begins to bleed. She begins to bleed. Your wife begins to bleed. Your husband begins to bleed. Blood gushing out. That is attempted murder. because of the weapon you use is a weapon that can cause death. Maybe something like sharp kitchen knife, or you use cutlass, or you use shovel or axe on a human being. That is attempted murder. You want to kill. So that will attract life imprisonment. And if you eventually kill the person, that will attract death sentence by hanging. In other words, the court will pass a judgment asking that they should hang something on your neck, a rope, a rope, which they call gallows, on the neck of the convict until the person dies. Do you now see? He does not want it engaging in domestic violence. He doesn't want it. When you notice domestic violence, when as a wife you notice domestic violence against you, or as a husband you notice domestic violence against you, please seek immediate intervention. Draw the attention of your in-laws, your parents, your close associates or friends. Let them come to intervene and see how to make peace between you and your wife or you and your husband. Do you understand me now? You can elicit the services of your pastor, your services of your imam, anybody that is religious, that has religious authority over you. You can elicit their services for them to come and intervene, for them to come and mediate and see how they can quell or calm the situation. Now, after you have done all this, and your spouse, maybe your husband or your wife, continues the violence, you are advised to move out of the home. Please immediately move out of the home. Go and stay somewhere for about a year away from him or her, so that by the time temper cools down, both of you may begin to reconcile. And if you discover within that 1 year of moving away from the home that your husband or your wife is still not ready to make peace, is still talking violently, is still threatening you via the phone, via any contact, please, the best thing is to avoid that man. Go for a divorce. Let him go his own way, instead of reuniting and leading to death. Instead of reuniting and the husband kills the wife or the wife kills the husband, leading to murder of one of the parties. God forbid. So it's better you go for divorce. When you have separated for 1 year, still the other partner is still threatening that if you come back home, he is going to kill. If you come back home, she's going to stab you to death. So what are you waiting for? And then everything is in shambles. At that point, we cannot advise you to continue to go marriage or continue to remain in that marriage. Divorce is better. In other words, you pull away from that marriage and end it all, and let that man or woman go and look for another partner. We don't want that. Like I explained to you, this page is not meant to encourage divorce, but we try to counsel people, let them know what to do to avoid trouble, let them know what to do to avoid danger. So once you have done like that and there is no remedy, please go for a divorce. There are instances also you can go for separation. After you separated judiciary for 1 year or 2 years, and you discover that your partner is still threatening, is still monitoring you, looking for a way to harm you, please, at that point, go for final divorce. Let him find his own way or her ways and go and look for another partner. The husband looks for another partner, and let peace reign in the world. Then you will now know how to take care of the children. But meanwhile, you have saved your life. That is what we are saying. I hope you have gained something on this topic and what I've said. You may say, yes, lawyer, this is your own opinion. It's not my opinion, it's the position of the law. I'm telling you. Don't send yourself to prison. Please avoid domestic violence, but embrace peace. Thank you for watching. You can see me, you can watch me here again at my YouTube page, Hillary-Marriage-Divorce, and on the TikTok page. You can also listen there. My WhatsApp number is there. The comment section is there. Drop your message. My WhatsApp message is there. Drop your message in the WhatsApp. My email, I will reply you free of charge. I'm here to enlighten people and to create awareness. Thank you for watching. My name is Dr. Hillary. Bye bye.